Class 11th, subject physics. Let us see the logarithm and anti-logarithm. Part 1, logarithm and anti-logarithm. We know that logarithm and anti-logarithm is useful for carrying out the multiplication as well as division, and therefore let us see what is that logarithm and anti-logarithm. So first of all, let us see logarithm. So logarithm of any given number consists of two parts. Logarithm of any given number consists of two parts. First part will be called as characteristics, that will be the integral part, and the second part is the mantissa, which will be the fractional part, and therefore combining the characteristics and mantissa, that is characteristics plus mantissa, will give us the log of any given number, that is logarithm of any given number. So in order to find the logarithm of any given number, we will have to write its characteristics first, and therefore let us see first what is that characteristics of any given number. So characteristics, it will be decided by observing the given number. So first of all, we will have to observe that given number and then counting the number of digits. Counting the number of digits in that number, we can decide its characteristics. म्हणजेच कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक ठरवताना आपणाला दिलेला जो नंबर आहे तो नंबर प्रथमतः ऑब्झर्व करावा लागेल आणि तो ऑब्झर्व करून त्याच्यामध्ये असणाऱ्या एकूण अंकांची संख्या ही आपणाला शोधावी लागेल. नाउ इन दिस केस देर विल बी टू पार्ट्स. दॅट मीन्स नंबर मे बी इक्वल टू और ग्रेटर दॅन 1 or the given number will be less than 1. First of all, let us see A, if the given number is positive and greater than or equal to 1. If that given number is positive and greater than or equal to 1, म्हणजे दिलेला अंक हा 1 असेल किंवा 1 पेक्षा मोठा असा त्या ठिकाणी कोणताही नंबर असेल तर त्याच्यासाठी असणारी कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स फाइंड आउट करण्यासाठी व्हॉट इज द प्रोसिजर. सो प्रोसिजर इज इफ द गिवन नंबर इज ग्रेटर दॅन or equal to 1. If it is greater than 1 or equal to 1, then to find its characteristics, first of all count the number of digits. The number of digits contained in it. The number of digits contained in that given number will be found, and which are before decimal point. Before decimal point, how many number of digits are there in that given number, that will be counted, and then subtract 1 from the counted number of digits. म्हणजेच दिलेल्या नंबरमध्ये डेसिमल पॉईंटच्या अगोदर, म्हणजेच डेसिमल पॉईंटच्या लेफ्ट साईडला असणाऱ्या अंकांची संख्या किती आहे ती संख्या मेजर केली जाईल, आणि जी संख्या आलेली असेल अंकाची त्याच्यामधून एक हे वजा केलं जाईल, मायनस केलं जाईल, आणि मायनस करून आलेला जो नंबर असेल दॅट विल बी द कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ दॅट गिवन नंबर. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, सम ऑफ द एक्झाम्पल्स आर गिवन हियर. In this table, the numbers are given here and its characteristics which are positive are calculated here. So if the given number is 1, then it contains only one digit. एकच अंक आहे याच्यामधून, आणि म्हणून 1 minus 1 that will be equal to 0. So 0 will be the characteristic of this number 1. Similarly for 5, again if you consider the number of digits, it is only 1, and therefore 1 minus 1 we will get 0. That is characteristic of 5 is equal to 0. Then if you consider number 10, it is having two digits 1 and 0. So number of digits 2 minus 1, that will be equal to 1, which is the characteristic of this 10. Then for 85, again there are two digits 8 and 5. So 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1, is the characteristic of 85. Then for 100, number of digits 1, 2, 3. So 3 digits are there, and therefore 3 minus 1, that will be equal to 2. So 2 will be the characteristic for 100. Then for 500, 1, 2, 3. Again number of digits are 3. 3 minus 1, that will be equal to 2. Then for 5000, number of digits are 4. And therefore 4 minus 1, that will be 3. That is, its characteristic is 3. Then 70.75. Before decimal point, only two digits are there, 7 and 0. And therefore 2 minus 1, that will be equal to 1, will be its characteristic. Then for next number, that is 905.8. So for this number, again only 3 digits are there before decimal point, and therefore 3 minus 1, that will be equal to 2, will be the characteristic for this given number. Similarly 425.825, before decimal point only 3 digits are there, and therefore 3 minus 1, that will be equal to 2, will be the characteristic of this given number. So for all other numbers from 1 to this 5000, decimal points will be after these digits, that is 1 point, 5 point, 10 point, 85 point, like this, and therefore the number of digits counted are before the decimal points. म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स डिसाईड करत असताना डेसिमल पॉईंटच्या अगोदर असणाऱ्या डिजिटची संख्या काउंट करून त्या संख्येमधून 1 मायनस केल्यानंतर आपणाला त्या नंबरची कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स मिळते, and therefore it will be in the form of integral part. Then second part, if the given number is positive and less than 1, if the given number is positive and if it is less than 1, if the number is less than 1, then we have to find out its characteristic, and therefore method will be, if the given number is less than 1, if the given number is less than 1, then to find its characteristics, count number of zeros between the decimal point and the next non-zero digit, and then add 1 to these numbers of zeros. To this number of zeros, 1 will be now added, and this characteristic will be considered as the negative, and hence it will be written by using a bar. So if the given number is less than 1, then we will have to count number of zeros present between the decimal point and next non-zero digit, that is on the right side of the decimal point. Then add 1 to this number of zeros, and then this characteristic, after adding 1, we will get, and it will be considered as negative, and therefore it will be written in the form of bar. That means if the number of zeros between decimal point and next non-zero digit is 0, then 0 plus 1, that will be equal to 1. So it will be written as 1 bar. If the number of zeros between decimal point and next non-zero digit is 1, then 1 plus 1, that is 2, and therefore characteristic will be 2 bar. So like this the characteristic will be decided. For example, some of the examples are given here. Here again number and characteristic which is negative, it is given. In the first case, number is 0.5. So in this number 0.5, there are zero number of zeros between the decimal point and the next non-zero, that is 5. So here it is decimal point, here it is non-zero digit 5. Between decimal point and 5, number of zeros are 0. Then 0 plus 1 will be equal to 1, which will be written as 1 bar. Then for next number, it is 0.025. So in this case, between decimal point and 2, number of zeros are 1, and therefore we can write here, or if it is 0.625, as it is 0.625, not it is 625, and therefore again between decimal point and the non-zero digit 6, the number of zeros are 0, so that 0 plus 1 we will get 1, and it will be written as 1 bar. Then for next number, if it is 0.075, then number of zeros between the decimal point and the 7 is equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 we will get bar 2, that is 2 bar will be its characteristic. Then for next number, it is 0.00802. So between decimal point and this 8, number of zeros are 2. So it is 2 plus 1, that is 3. It will be bar 3 or 3 bar. Then next one will be 0.000120. Here between decimal point and this non-zero 1, 3 zeros are there. Therefore 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4, and therefore 4 bar, this will be the characteristic. So in this way, in order to decide the characteristic of this fractional part or the number which is less than 1, we have to count number of zeros between the decimal point and the next non-zero digit, then add 1 to it, and then it will be written in the form of a bar. So in this way, the characteristics of any given number can be found. Now let us see the next part, that will be mantissa. So second part from the logarithm is mantissa. So it will be taken from the logarithmic table. It will be taken from the logarithmic table when it is taken, which will be always in fraction form. That means in terms of decimals, it will be always present. That is in terms of decimals, that mantissa will be taken, and that mantissa will be always taken from the logarithmic table. So characteristic will be decided by ourselves, and mantissa will be taken from the logarithmic table. And therefore, let us see first of all the structure of the logarithmic table, and then we will proceed further. So for that purpose, if you consider this logarithmic table, then in this case of the logarithmic table, here there will be numbers starting from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, like this up to 99. And then the vertical columns having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These vertical columns are given again having their respective values of mantissa, but this mantissa will be always in terms of 0 point, that means in terms of decimals. And next to it, again there are some of the vertical columns which are nothing but the mean difference, which represents mean difference, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like these columns are given there here, and these columns will be again containing, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these columns, again 9 columns, will give us the mean difference. So while finding out the mantissa of the given number, we will have to add this mean difference in this respective value of mantissa. So in this case, we have to add that given mean difference in the mantissa. So let us see some of the examples now in order to find out the mantissa of any given number. And therefore, for that purpose, we will consider some of the examples here. So in the first example, we will consider here. So the question is given here, find log of following numbers. So here we will have to find out log of the given numbers. That means first example is log 25. So number 25 will be there, and therefore by observing this, first of all we will have to find out its characteristic. So if you consider this 25, then it contains number of digits 2, and therefore it will be having 2 digits, and therefore its characteristic will be here 1 minus 1. So it will be equal to, now that characteristic for this 25 will be 1 point. So this will be given as 1 point. So number of digits are 2. 2 minus 1 we will get 2, because 25 is greater than 1. And now for this 25 we will have to find out its mantissa, and therefore for this purpose this table will be used. So from the very first column on the left side we will have to observe these numbers. Now our given number is 25, so this 25 lies here. And now after that 25 no digit is there, and therefore in the very first column of 0th column, very first column, that is 0th column, going horizontally from this 25 we have to find out its mantissa, which comes out to be 3679. 3679, and so that we can write this as 3679 is the mantissa, and therefore this mantissa will be written here as 3679, and therefore 1.3679 will be this characteristic as well as mantissa, that is log of 25. Log of 25 will be equal to 1.3679. Similarly, for second example we have to find out log of 700. So how to find that log of 700? For that purpose, first of all we will have to find out its characteristic. So number of digits are 3, and therefore its characteristic will be 2. So we can write here characteristics for this is equal to 2. So 2 will be its characteristic. So characteristic is equal to 2 point. And then 70 we will have to observe now the in this table where is that 70, that we will have to observe, and therefore here comes out to be this 70. Again for that 70, after 70 there is 0, and therefore mantissa is 8451. 8451. So 8451, that will be the mantissa here, and therefore we will have to write here 8451. 8451. So 8451, that will be the mantissa, and therefore log of this 700 will be equal to 2.8451. 8451. Similarly, for 80.25, log of 80.25, that we will have to find out, and therefore again before decimal point there are only 2 digits, and therefore for this 80.25 the characteristic will come out to be 1. So it will be 1 point. So again it will be 1 point, and now we will have to find out its mantissa. So for that purpose we will consider again this logarithmic table. Now our number is here 80.25, and therefore here there will be 80. So in this table we will have to observe first of all 80. So here it is 80. After that 82 is there. There is 0, 1, 2. So this will be the second column. Let us see from vertical. This will be the second column of 2, and therefore go horizontally from this 80 in the second column. Now in the second column it is 9042. it is 9042. Then after that 2 there is again 5 because it is 80.25. So this 9042, and then we will have to add mean difference from the fifth column. So again from this fifth column we will have to consider. So for this 80, so for this 80 we will proceed like this. Here it is first column, then second, third, fourth and fifth. So mean difference is 3. Mean difference is 3. And here we have got 9042. 9042 plus 3, that is 9045. 9045. So that will be the value here, 9045. 9045. That value we will have to write here, 9045. So 9045. So this will be the total log, that is 1.9045. This will be the total log. Similarly, log of 2.205. Next, 2.205. For this 2.205, in this case, the before decimal there is only one digit, and therefore 1 minus 1 we will get 0. So that its characteristic will be 0. 0 point. Now we will have to find out the log of 22 in the 0th column and mean difference from 5th column. Log of 22, log of 22 from 0, log of 22. So in this case 22 is here, then from 0 it is 3424, 3424, and then for this mean difference will be from 5th column, that is 10. Mean difference is 10, mean difference is 10, and therefore 3434. 24 plus 10 means 3434 we will get here, and therefore we can write it as 3434. So 3434, that is here in this case 0.3434, that will be the log of 2.205. Then find out log of 0.3264. Now number is less than 1 year, and therefore its characteristic will be decided by counting the number of zeros between decimal point and these 3. As there are 0, 0, 0 plus 1, we will get 1, and therefore it will be 1 bar. 1 bar, it will be the 1 bar. At the head of this 1 bar will be given, and then we will have to find out the mantissa of 32 in the 6th column, and then from 4th column we will have to add mean difference, and therefore we will find out first 32. So where it is 32, that we will have to find first from this logarithmic table, and therefore we will get here 32. So here it is 32, here 32. So from this 32 in the 6th column we will have to go, and then mean difference for 4th column. So for this 32, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be the mantissa, that is 5132, 5132. And then for this 5132, the mean difference from 4th column, that is 5. So we have to add it 5 here, it will become 37. So 5137, we will get here 5137. So 5137. So in this way we will get 5137 with bar 1. That will be the log of this given number. The next number is 0.0035. Now in this case 0.0035 means, in this case number of zeros between decimal point and 3 are 2. So 2 plus 1, that is 3, and therefore we will get here 3 bar. So here it will be 3 bar point. We have to find out log of 35 then. Log of 35 in the 0th column. So it will be in this way, that is 5441. 5441. 5441. So we can write here it as 5441. 5441. So in this way we will get bar 3.5441 as the log of this. Then we will proceed for next one number, that is 0.00095. Now in this case, between decimal point and 9, 3 zeros are there, and therefore its characteristic will come 4 bar. So it will be 4 bar point. Again we will have to observe that table, and from that table for 95 we will have to proceed. So for this 95, so in this way for 95 there is no number further, and therefore for this 95 we will proceed, and therefore in this case of 95 this will be 9777. 9777, that will be the mantissa. So 9777 will be written here, so it will be 9777, and therefore 4 bar point 9777 will be the log of this given number. So in this way we can find the log of any given number from this table. So in order to find out the log of any given number, first of all we will have to write its characteristic, and then in order to find the mantissa we will have to observe that given number. If 2-digit number is there, then in the 0th column we can observe the mantissa. If it is having 3 digits again, then for first 2 digits in the first column we will observe that number, that is 2-digit number, and in that respective column for the 3rd digit we will proceed. If the number is having 4 digits, then first 2 digits will be observed from the first column, that is 2-digit number. Then for the 3rd digit we will observe the mantissa from that respective vertical column, and then for the 4th digit how much mean difference is there from that mean difference column, that we will add in that previous mantissa. So in this way we can find the log of any given number. Now second part is anti-log. Second part is anti-log, to find the anti-log of any given number, and therefore in order to find the anti-log, what is the procedure? So anti-log of any given number is, the anti-log of any given number is found from anti-logarithmic table. Similar to that of mantissa is found from the logarithmic table, anti-logarithm will be also found from the logarithmic table, that is from the column of anti-logarithm, and which is always found for fraction part. Again it will be again in the form of a fraction part, and therefore again here let us consider a if the characteristics is 0 or greater than 0, if the characteristic is 0 or greater than 0, at that time, that is that characteristic will be positive. Then for fraction part the anti-logarithm is found from the table, and then adding 1 to the original characteristics, we can place the decimal point, that is decimal point is found, and we will get the correct answer, we will get the correct number. So in order to find the anti-logarithm of any given number, that is of any given log, we have to find out the anti-logarithm at that time. For the fractional part we will find the anti-logarithm, that is for the mantissa of that log we will find the anti-logarithm from the anti-logarithmic table, and then in order to decide the place of the decimal point in the previous characteristic, in the original characteristic we will add 1 and then we will get the correct place of decimal point. So some of the examples are given here again in order to find the antilog. First example is antilog of 0.2375. 0.2375 we have to find out now antilog of this. Similar to that of logarithm, the antilogarithm table will be there again. So in case of antilogarithms, again here there will be 2-digit number in terms of decimals. Then again vertical columns from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9 will be there. Then next to it there will be mean difference from 1 to 9 columns again. So same procedure will be again here. First of all, we will have to observe that anti-logarithm from these vertical columns. From these columns, we have to observe the anti-logarithm, and then we will have to add that mean difference from the respective column. So by taking that example, we will proceed. So for that purpose, we have taken 0.2375. 0.2375 as the given number, and we have to find out its antilog. So in order to find its antilog, first of all we have to consider this fraction part, that is 23, that is 0.23. that will be found in the very first column of the anti-logarithmic table, 0.23. Then we will proceed for 7th column. We will observe that fraction part in the 7th column by going horizontally from 0.23 up to 7th column, and then from 5th column mean difference will be added to this, and therefore let us see here 0.2375. So from this table we will consider first of all 0.23, which comes out to be here 0.23, then 0th column here for 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7. So this will be the 7th column, that is 1726, 1726, 1726. So by going horizontally from 23 to 7th column, it is 1726, 1726, this 1726, and then we will have to proceed for 5th column. So for 5th column we will consider, this is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. It is 2, mean difference is 2. So mean difference is 2 and original value is 1726. So 1728 will be the answer. So 1728. So that we will have to write first here 1728, 1728, 1728. We will write it as 1728. So 1728. But our here original characteristic is 0. Then in order to find out the place of decimal point, we will have to add 1 to it. So 0 plus 1, this 0 plus 1, that will be equal to 1. So we will have to leave 1 digit towards left side of the decimal, and we will have to put that decimal here. Therefore answer is 1.728, 1.728. Then we will proceed further for second, that is antilog of 1.9029. So 0.90, that number we will have to find out from the first column, then go for second column horizontally, and then add mean difference from 9th column. So for this 90, 0.90 we will go here. So for this 0.90, 0.90, second column, 0 first, second. So it will be 7980, 7980, and then we will go for as it is 7980. Then we will go for ninth column. For ninth column it is 17. So 17 is there, 17. So 17 will be added here. 97 we will get 7997. 7997. So it will be 7997. 7997. And then in this case we will have to put the decimal point, as characteristic is here 1. So 1 plus 1 we will get 2, and therefore decimal will be kept here after 9, that is 79.97, because this will represent, this characteristic will now represent, as it is 0 plus 1 it is 1, therefore it will be one digit number. As it is 1 plus 1 it is 2, and therefore it will be two digit number. Then we'll go for third, that is 0.0025. 0.0025, and therefore in this case we will have to observe first 0.00. So 0.00, that is the first one. Then for 2 it is 1005. 1005, and then from fifth column mean difference. From fifth column mean difference is 1. So 1005 plus 1, that is 1006. 1006, and therefore we can write here 1006. Now again in this case, as it is 1006, now in this case characteristic is 0. Characteristic is 0, and then here it is characteristic is less than 1, that is it is 0.00, and therefore if the characteristic is less than 1, if the characteristic is less than 1, then in this case we will have to write its decimal point. In order to put its decimal point, we will have to use the procedure that if it is 0.0025, if it is 0.0025, then its characteristic is 0, and therefore it will be, see here it is 0, 0 plus 1, so that comes out to be 1 point here. It will be 1 point, 1.006, 1.006, and then we will proceed further for the next one, that is 2.1517. 2.1517, fraction part is 1517, therefore we will have to find out 1517. So it is 15, 1 is here, so it is 1418, 1418, and then 1418, and then from 7th column we will have to proceed. So for 7th column, so for this 15, as it is 1416 here, 1416, 1416. For first column it is 1416. So here in this case 1416, and then we will go for 7th column here. Mean difference is 2, and so mean difference 2 will be added here, and that is 1418. 1418 we will get, and therefore we can write 1418. 1418. 1418. So 1418, but here initial characteristic is 2 here. Characteristic is 2, and then 2 plus 1, that will be equal to 3, and therefore decimal will be placed here between 1 and 8. Decimal will be placed here between 141.8 we will get. Then we will proceed further for 3.2576. 3.25. So for 0.25 we will have to find out it. 0.25. So 0.25 and then 7 6. So here 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So it is 1887 1867 07, that is 18. So in this case it will be 1807 and then sixth column mean difference is 2. So it is 1807 plus 3, that is 1810, and therefore we can write here 1810, but here the characteristic is 3 plus 1 4, and therefore 1810, that will itself will be the answer. So this will be the case if the given characteristic is positive, but sometimes characteristic will be negative, that is in terms of bar, and therefore B, if the characteristics is negative, that is in terms of bar, then find anti-logarithm from table for the fraction and then put the number of zeros equal to the characteristics before the anti-logarithmic part. So if the characteristic is negative, then we will have to put the number of zeros equal to the characteristic, and then leaving one zero on the left side, that is leaving 1 0 towards the left of the decimal point. The decimal point will be then put, and then we will get the required anti-logarithm. That means if the characteristic of the logarithm is in terms of bar or negative, at that time we will have to put the number of zeros equal to that characteristic before the decimal point, and then we will have to leave 1 0 on the left side, and then we will have to put the decimal point, so that we will get the antilog of the given number. And therefore let us see from the examples how to find that antilog. First number is, the given number is 1 bar point 3789. So fraction part is 37. Again from the this anti-logarithm we will proceed as it is 3789, and therefore it will be 37. So it is 37 here. So 0.3789, that is 8th column. We will have to proceed up to 8th column. So this will be the 8th column, that is 2384 or 88, 2388, 2388, 2388, and again from the next one, that is from the 9th column mean difference will be added. So for 9th column mean difference is 5. So here 2388 plus 5, 2388 plus 5, that is 2393, and therefore it will be written here 2393. Now in this case, as it is 2393, our characteristic is bar 1, and therefore number of zeros will be kept here as only 1 0 will be placed here, and then leaving 1 0 we can put the decimal point, that is 0.2393. 0.2393, that will be the answer. Then for second we will proceed bar 1.0035. so for 00 in the first column 00, that is 0.00. then third column is here, that is third column is 1007, and then from mean difference from fifth column it is 1, from fifth column it is 1, and it comes out to be 1008, 1008, and therefore we can write here 1008. then here it is again 1 bar, therefore 10 will be placed, and leaving 10 we can put the decimal point, and therefore it is 0.1008. then for next one 2 bar 0.7585, 7585, again we will observe 0.75. so 0.75 will be here, 0.75 and 85 is there. So 8th column, from this 8th column it is 5728, 5728, and then we will have to proceed for this 5th column for the mean difference, that is for this 0.7585, 0.7585. so 8th column it is, here it is 8th column 5728, 5728, and the 5th column difference is 7, and therefore it is 8722, 8722, it will be 8722, 8722. now here it is written 8722. now in this case 2 bar is there, and therefore before this number 2 zeros will be placed, and leaving 1 0 on left we can put the decimal, so it is 0.08722. then we will go for next one, that is antilog of this, antilog of this number, that is antilog of bar 3.2515, 2515. so it is 2515, so it is 2515, and therefore we will find it 25 and then 1525, so it is 0.25, so it is 0.25. then first column will be here, and then it is 1782, 1782, and then 1782, and then we will have to find out the mean difference from 5th column for the 0.25. it is 1782, 1782, 1782 and 2, 1784, 1784, it will be 1784, 1784. so as it is 1784 and characteristic is here 3, therefore 3 zeros will be placed first, and leaving 1 0 towards left we can put the decimal, so that we will get 0.001784. and then one more again we will see, that will be last one part. so for this first part we will see only that one more numerical, and that numerical is bar 3 point, it is bar 3.9000. so bar 3 bar is there, and therefore for 0.90 in the first column we will have to observe it, in the first column we will have to observe it, that is 0.90, so it is 0.90, so here it is 0.90, and after that 00 is there, in the 0th column we will have to observe, it is 792, 7943. So it will be 7943. It will be written as 7943, and then again characteristic is 3, therefore 3 zeros will be placed again before that number, and then 1, leaving 1 0 we can put the decimal, and therefore we will get 0.007943. So this will be regarding the logarithm and anti-logarithm in the first part.